Good morning. Okay, Japanese parents matchmake unmarried adult children. It's no secret that the number of Japanese people getting married and having children is declining. In 1985, fewer than 5% of people in Japan had never been married by the age of 50. However, by 2015, this number had increased to 14% for women and 23% for men, according to the Japanese census. This is likely due to factors such as the high cost of living, long working hours, and the expectation that the woman will take on a caregiver role after marriage. That's also true. As a result, there's a growing trend of matchmaking events where parents meet to discuss their unmarried children as potential partners, usually without the children being there themselves. There are even agencies getting involved, including one called the Association of Parents of Marriage Proposal Information (PMIA), which holds proxy matchmaking events all over Japan. How about you come over here, baby? No? Okay. So there are even no, I read that part. Parents fill out a questionnaire with information about the children, such as their child's age, height, hobbies, and personality. That comes the second is very, very interesting. If two parents feel like their children would be a good match, they can exchange contact information, which includes their child's real name and photo. That's creepy, man. The children can then decide whether to meet each other or not. This kind of proxy matchmaking might not be very romantic, but it has its advantages. Parents who are honest about their expectations for their children are less likely to have problems with each other later, says the PMIA's Shoji Wakisaka. True, but for example, he says if parents want their child to live with them after marriage or want a specific kind of person for their child to marry, it's better to be upfront about it. Of course, but you want to talk about it with your child, not the parents to each other. The PMIA has hosted over 500 such events since 2005, with around 40,000 people participating in total, it says. Of course, whether or not the matchmaking is successful all depends on the children themselves. Oh, I'm glad to hear this sentence. But the PMIA says about 10% of the couples matches get married. I don't know if it's high or low. And this number could be even higher as parents don't always let the agency know how their children's relationships progresses. Discussion. What are your thoughts on proxy matchmaking events in Japan? Creepy. Do you find it surprising that such events are becoming more popular? Yes, very surprising. Why Japanese people? Would you trust your parents to find a good match for you? No, at all. Do you know any couples who met through matchmaking? Yes. Have you, but I mean, it was about the child themselves. Have you ever set anyone up on a date? No, that's a too risky task. Have you ever been set up on a date by a friend or a family member? No. What are the most common ways for couples to meet where you live? Do you know any couples who have a unique story about how they met? Yeah. Who are the happiest couples you know? That's a hard question. What would you say is a key to a long and healthy relationship? Be honest and talk.